satisfied that they're not at immediate risk
Okay.
in that household.
And you're aware that Laura was missing for 2 days
Yes.
this week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm aware of Laura.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're not concerned that Laura will be another example of what's happened to Summer and Alana?
I'm not concerned. I think that there's, from the discussions that I've had with everyone in that household, I think that there's enough boundaries in place, the same way that we could say that we should be concerned about Jake being here coexisting with Charlotte, given those allegations.
And the smoking, the bongs,
Yeah.
that's okay?
We're not saying that that's okay, but it's not at a point where we realise that it's immediate risk to the kids and having a detrimental impact on them. So I think a lot of the things that you're reporting are more along the lines of parenting values. You seem to have the father.
Just so I'm completely clear, because this just gets more confusing. If I can play this video, and if you can tell me this is acceptable. So Charlotte is with older boys. It's just going to buffer. So Charlotte's with older boys, smoking. They're withholding her phone. She's clearly under the influence of something. And in the text message, she refers to being cooked and chopping up. Just going to wait for it to... I don't consider that to be safe and not at risk behaviour.
I'm not saying that, substance use isn't at-risk behaviour, but as a teenager, how much control, is there to be had for that? If Rebecca's trying to enforce boundaries and,
Well, if these boys are staying at the house for consecutive nights in a row and exposing Charlotte to alcohol, bongs and smoking, I don't deem that to be an acceptable risk. I suspect if I had bongs here, had boys staying over with Charlotte, I suspected the intervention. Just have to wait for it to load. Typology.
First time I ever smoked weed, I'll show you exactly where it was. Ready?
I went like this and I ended up there.
I was standing right here. Mum was standing right there on one of the kitchen, sitting on one of the kitchen chairs. Yeah. On the big dining table, those wooden chairs. Yeah. They're sitting on one of them. With their fucking brown paper bag and their rolling papers and their filters. Lisa. Yeah, Lisa's pretty bad at That's the big growing girl. Yeah. Where? She had them in booklets in the backyard. Oh, yeah. And the only reason, the only reason they died is because she gave them too much because Bezo was all that stress.
Oh, here. Now, how will we do these?
You had what? Drug-induced psychosis from doing cocaine.
I'll hold my arm like this.
So she's every weekend she's flying to Sydney.
I do that and you do the legs.
Yeah.
Like the two circles.
The only reason she stopped flying down there is because one night she walked out the front of the start center after little bags and they had
Don't
bicycles there.
hold it. Two arms here.
But even you know this job.
Okay, I'll just do the lowercase b.
Because me, Sean, and Laura used to go to the money get
No, how do we have two circles?
We catch the bus there Friday afternoon.
No, a big like this.
Oh, you used to spend the weekend with us.
Okay, let's just see now.
We used to go out to money every Friday. Nearly. For ages we did that.
And we'll get paid for doing double work.
So we go over there, we fucking do a mowing, Charlotte would clean the outside, mow the lawn.
Do you still have the drugs here, Jeff? Have you moved? What nonsense is that?
Didn't you go to get a fucking rego thing for that thing and they knocked it back?
What are you on about, Jeff?
That fucking patrol, that fucking cruiser out there you drive.
You guys don't make any sense.
Oh, good. You got the photos of all the plants, didn't you? I mean, run up the back, there's about 10 of them right up there. Quick, go. They're up there, mate, I'm fucking telling you. They're about 8 foot fucking tall. That's why I'm sitting there drinking piss, mate.
I'm so smacking in the head, screaming the fucking paper. Gee, right. On fire? Yeah.
That's like 48 pints or something right there.
Whose is that?
I was running a pops. But they're not there anymore. They have
Where were they growing those?
in the bush. Just scattered through the bush and then pops. And all that bush at the back, there'd just be random single pops by themselves. Blended in with other bushes.
Best place to go though.
Because that day you guys took Darcy, I went into the shed where they were growing it and they'd moved it. And then the boys told me he'd moved it to a grow tent in his annex on the caravan.
He was doing that for a bit, but then they weren't getting enough light and shit, and it was costing him too much power to run lights because they're like 500 watts.
Yeah.
So he started putting them outside in the bush in the daylight.
Yeah.
Because they need 12 hours light a day, otherwise they start to auto seed and they turn into males.
Because, yeah, they're South American.
Yeah. If a male comes into contact with females, it kills all the females around, and then you get fruit.
I feel like
Yeah.
my face is stinging.
Yeah. So if you want to fuck someone's grow up, you just bring a male one within 10 k's of it.
Any girl that I'm dating knows bags that I buy come filled with 50s. She a 10 out of 10 on a bad day, public affection. I tell her come kiss me. I like mine obsessed, clingy. If you don't miss me, miss me.
And I guess I'm just concerned that if you are reporting that continually to child safety, then it does start to look as if it is vexatious notifications for the purpose of providing a positive outlet for your standing in the family law.